Morning. It is 9:02, so let's get this show on the road. Welcome to INA's post-summit webinar series. Today we will have with us IHC Health Solutions, Bob Johnson, presenting cross-selling opportunities in a post-health care reform era. Bob is the Regional Sales Director for IHC Health Solutions. He has been in the industry for over 15 years, has served in various roles with the health insurance, as well as doing a lot of ancillary, which is kind of nice because that's a little bit of what Bob's going to talk about, some of those side products that we don't think about every day. Bob, are you with us?
I'm here, thank you.
Okay, I am going to send this presentation over to you, Bob, so you can take up the charge here. I will let all of you out here know that we are recording this presentation, so if there are things here that you have interest in reviewing and watching again, you'll be able to get that off of the INA website later today. It's usually up in the same day. Also, if you have questions, type your questions into the chat box there on the side. If we have time at the end, we'll take a shot at some of those as well. All right, Bob, I'm going to turn this thing over to you now.
Well, thanks for having me, Mike. Again, my name is Bob Johnson, and thanks everybody for joining us today. Mike, can everybody see my screen okay?
I see cross-selling opportunities.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, there we go. Well, we are going to go ahead and jump into this so we can get you out of here in under 3 hours, definitely. So, with that, jumping into cross-selling, one of the things, especially in this post-election, post-healthcare reform world heading into 2014, cross-selling is really becoming a very important aspect of any insurance agent's business. And I wanted to share a couple of reasons why to cross-sell. There is always a fear out there that some of the products might be disappearing. We have individual major medical, that's always a concern, and small group self-funded. And there's a big concern out there of how do we continue our revenue streams as agents? How are we going to continue to thrive, especially post-2014? And a lot of that is going to come from cross-selling, selling some different products that you may not be aware of today in order to build up those revenue streams so that whatever happens come 2014, you're in a position to be able to capitalize on opportunities that are available now and will continue to be available beyond 2014. So, first and foremost, again, so that's the major reason why we should be cross-selling. But there are some opportunities here with cross-selling. So that are beyond just, well, let's make sure we have our revenue streams and that we're still in business. One of the reasons why we should cross-sell is that we need to ensure that the clients have all the coverage that they need and they know what is available to them. A lot of times when an agent or when a client, when I'm talking to a consumer, or maybe you have as well, they don't know that some products exist, such as critical illness, that can provide a lump sum face value benefit if they get cancer or if they have a heart attack, or they just didn't know that they had disability available to them, or how to purchase life insurance, or even hey, maybe they were temporarily uninsured right now, that a short-term medical plan was available to them, anywhere from 30 to we have products on the short-term medical side, anywhere from 30 days up to 12 months. I think cross-selling also allows agents to discover new opportunities and maybe work into not just new product opportunities and selling new products, but also perhaps by discussing different types of products may lead you to new customers and new opportunities, and perhaps allow you to close more business. Maybe it allows you to, when I say close more business, maybe it allows you to get a piece of business. Maybe it is a small group dental or individual dental plans that gets you a lead maybe down the road to start showing your service skills that demonstrate your abilities in order to win more business with that particular maybe small group or individual customer. And obviously, the more products that you sell with a client, obviously the more revenue you're going to have, and they are more likely to go to you and refer to you as the product expert. And again, kind of tying into discovering new opportunities, it can give you potential new lead sources. Maybe groups are out there right now, say just looking for a small group dental plan or even a large group dental plan, a standalone dental plan in addition to their medical plan that maybe they do have a plan in place, or maybe it's something new that they're exploring right now that can lead you to new lead sources. And of course, adding stickiness, what I call stickiness or persistency within your customer base. Again, going back to more products that you have built on, that you have with a client, the more likely they are to see you as the professional and the consultant in order to allow you the opportunity to engage them and discuss with them the merits of a particular policy or with a particular plan design. Or also, if you have group medical and group dental and maybe you do have other products installed in there, they're more likely to stay with you and keep their business with you rather than give it to some other agent. So it kind of helps you to defend your client and your position with that client because you've demonstrated so many services to them of why cross-selling. So jumping right in on some products to consider for cross-selling, there's really two sides with employer groups and individual households, or individuals and families, if you will. With employer groups, there's always new plan designs that can be considered. For example, IHC will be, in the small group arena, will be putting a much more expedited emphasis on small group self-funding plans. Those are going to serve the 10 to 50 markets and enable you to have different conversations with those employer groups right now, and they will be viable beyond 2014 as well for you. Dental plans, I've talked to a number of agents in my experience that they put the group medical in, but sometimes the dental plans are overlooked. Maybe it is time to have those conversations about dental plans, small group dental plans, or maybe if they don't have a small group dental plan, there's also individual dental plans that can be added on to that an individual can purchase on their very own. Short-term medical plans that can generate a lot of revenue when positioned properly. Short-term medical plans are perfect in the small group arena as right now today as affordable alternatives to COBRA, especially if they know they're leaving one job and just going to another one, but they maybe have a 30, 60, 90-day new hire waiting period, or also with your existing customers, small group customers. Short-term medical plans can provide the major medical coverage that a new hire employee needs just to get them through that new hire waiting period. An excellent opportunity for you to get engaged with that client because you do see the data and the contact. Maybe they do need to have another opportunity to review life insurance. They certainly have new endeavors that they're engaging in as a new hire employee, and maybe there's other things they want to consider. Worksite products, which IHC will be reviewing here over the next several months. And when it comes to worksite products, today, candidly, IHC does not have these specific products, but they are available in the marketplace, and they're especially available from INA to look at cancer-only policies, short-term disability policies, long-term disability policies, group life, guaranteed issue life insurance on the employer side, and also critical illness can be a huge seller. IHC offers a very competitive critical illness plan that can be issued from anywhere to $20,000 to $50,000 face value in increments of $1,000. It is an underwritten product, but it can be list billed for employer groups, and that is an excellent policy that provides coverage in case somebody does get cancer, has a heart attack, coma, stroke, those types of scenarios, and even burns, where critical illness is in place to provide those lump sum benefits. More and more people are surviving those types of accidents or those types of illnesses, but they still have bills that need to maintain, that need to be paid, be it a mortgage payment, car payment, tuition payments, and also bundled list bill products. IHC has a very, very competitive plan called the CA Premier, which can be available on an individual basis or a list bill. It doesn't have to be coupled with any health insurance at all. With the bundled list bill products with CA Premier, what you're looking at is a robust package of guaranteed issue critical illness, accident medical expense, life and AD&D, as well as an accidental disability income plan, which is perfect for those employers that don't want to have a confusing product with Worksite to have more of a menu. It's just here's what we have. If an employee wants it, it's very, very affordable. Worksite products can get maybe somewhat confusing to an employer. what do we offer, who has what, how is everybody enrolled, what are we deducting. With a bundled list built product, you can have one price. The employer can pay for it if they want to, but it is very competitive. As well as business preservation. Now, when I say business preservation, I'm talking more of the, things to cross-sell, things to get engaged in with, maybe larger face value life insurance to work on the buy-sells with the business owners and partners in there. Now, that's all on the employer side. All these ideas that you can have available to you to go work with your existing customer base, or also research into new leads, generate new leads, and demonstrate your service success so that you win more business with that particular employer group. From an individual side, IHC does offer very competitive plans that can help round out not just major medical. A lot of times we're so focused on the major medical that sometimes we overlook these products, and those products can be individual dental plans, same standalone critical illness plans, again perfect for a add-on sale to an individual major medical, because again a lot of times on the individual medical side, a lot of times those deductibles are going up. We see deductibles around $5,000 for a family, $10,000. That provides them the coverage they need, but sometimes there can be a hardship, especially if they've had cancer, or if they have had, if they do get diagnosed with cancer, or they do get diagnosed with, or if they do have a heart attack, or again a stroke or a coma. They can pay that deductible, but they're probably not going back to work that next day after having a situation like that. But they still have bills they have to pay, and that's where a critical illness plan can really help to offset that burden, to keep the lights on, pay the mortgage, pay the college tuition, pay the car payments, et cetera, et cetera. But we also have the bundled products called CA Premier. CA Premier is available on the individual side. They don't have to have any major medical coverage in place. They can purchase this. They can be on an employer plan, but purchase it individually with the bundled, very competitively priced bundle of, again, critical illness, smaller face value. It's anywhere from $2,500 to $10,000 face value on the bundled CA Premier product. $10,000 up to a $10,000 critical illness that can help them pay for that deductible. They can have a $10,000 accident medical expense, so in case they are in an accident, they can know they have some reimbursement coming to them to reimburse them for deductibles or any coinsurance out of pockets, or more importantly for those items that might not be covered under the major medical plan. Short-term medical is an excellent opportunity on individual plans. Again, just because, for individuals, just because a lot of times people might just be temporarily uninsured, which means maybe they're between jobs, maybe they're starting up a new business and waiting for a group health plan to start in their new business. Fixed indemnity plans are becoming very attractive, and I think we're going to see a big play for fixed indemnity plans beyond 2014. Fixed indemnity plans we have two different products within the fixed indemnity market. That one of them is called Select, which is gently underwritten, and it's perfect for people that are marginally uninsurable today. And then we also have our what's called basic fixed indemnity plan, which is a guaranteed issue fixed indemnity. We see a big play for the fixed indemnity plans again beyond 2014, in that when the pricing's right, they're going to be more advantageously priced for a consumer to take and reduce their month-to-month premiums with a fixed indemnity plan. So they have that stop in place for the day-to-day things, but if something major were to happen, maybe beyond 2014, if they need to, then they can roll onto a guaranteed issue plan with one of the other carriers on the individual market, or even into IHC's individual major medical plans. But today they are a very valuable tool for you to have in your arsenal, just so that people can get coverage of some sort today. And of course, there's life insurance that you can cross-sell that you're all very well aware of. Unfortunately, IHC does not offer a life insurance policy on the individual market. However, it is something that you want to consider within your arsenal. And then we also have standalone RX coverage. That is, some people are looking for something in addition to what they may have through their employer or even on their individual major medical plan. We have RX coverage that's a very competitive and easy to understand discount plan. The bottom line with all of these products, it might not necessarily fit for every customer necessarily to have all of those all of those products on one or two particular customers, but knowing that you have all of those products available to you is the key, so that when the opportunity does arise, you know you have the ability to at least provide initiate the conversation, and then go back and be able to provide them the solution that they're looking for, which kind of leads into the 4 C's of cross-selling. What do you want to consider when you're cross-selling? Well, one, of course, is compensation. Is it worth your time? Most of the products that we have available, be it small group dental or any group dental, individual dental, short-term medical, CA Premier, critical illness, definitely the compensation is there to provide the revenue streams to you, additional revenue streams that you might not be realizing today, but you can start today and have those revenue streams available to you, again, beyond 2014. And it's also control. You need to be able to control what products are you offering, and be able to know what product might complement one. For example, the CA Premier or the critical illness plans that IHC can offer you for sale are perfect complements to a major medical plan, and it helps you kind of control how you go in there, as well as the individual dental. Obviously, with competence, you want to be able to be up to speed on the products, and IHC and INA provide the tools that you need so that you can be the expert on those products. IHC provides a lot of training tools on our website to be able to visit and learn more, online articulates. We have plenty of literature, of course, to reference, but we do have online articulates that are 24/7, pre-recorded webinars, if you will, that are more product focused, so you can learn all about the products that you want to consider there. And as well as communication. You definitely need to, clients need to know what you do. Maybe it is going back to your existing customer base and just let them know, hey, you know what, we never talked about dental. We never talked about critical illness. We never talked about maybe reviewing the RX coverage, or, as an employer, I've noticed that your turnover maybe high, or there's just a little margin of turnover that needs to be addressed, and maybe offering those short-term medical plans as part of an exit package is a good strategy for them to implement that you can talk to. Bottom line, though, it comes down to, just like anything else, you got to let people know what you do and what you have available. Because a lot of times, like I said, consumers are unaware of what products are available in the marketplace when it comes to their health insurance or dental insurance. So the idea here, a couple of ideas to throw out for cross-selling, and I'd like to say that I can take credit for this and say I made this all up, but I didn't. I took this from the website that you see down there at the bottom at startupnation.com, which is a great website to visit, but it has nothing to do with IHC. But I wanted to make sure I gave them the proper credit of where I pulled the 8 ideas of cross-selling from. And that, first and foremost here, is that we got to let things, when it comes to cross-selling any products, one, we can't inundate the consumer with this multitude of products all at one time. Maybe right now it is, when it comes to letting it take its course. Maybe it is working with that small employer to implement the small group medical plan right now, and then maybe in 2 months or 3 months making it a routine follow-up with them. That, hey, let's talk about the dental here. What are we doing on dental, so that they have time to let the dust settle on their major medical. Maybe they've just been through a renewal, or they're putting a group plan in for the first time. They want to let that settle down before they start doing too much change on the employees. Well, let's circle back, talk about the dental. Let's talk about the maybe adding critical illness or the CA Premier that is available, letting them know it's available to them, and letting them kind of figure out, okay, when is it a good time for me to do this? When is it not going to be a disruption to my business or to my personal life, that I can actually sit down and take a look at this? But then that really just comes down in your communication. Of course, staying relevant on the products is very important. There's new things coming out every day. Like I said, IHC, hopefully in the next, like I said, later on in 2013, we'll have a lot more products that we're looking at that will be a lot more relevant to the small group employer that they're going to want to add on. Maybe they don't do their major medical plan, but they do want to talk about still offering some sort of benefits to their consumers, and that's where IHC is going to be able to help support you. And of course, posting expert recommendations, out on LinkedIn or any other professional website that you go to. Let's talk about recommendations, anything that gets that word out, that gets your phone ringing. And that's also important with your employees or references to Crosssell. I know back in the day, I used to just sell a lot of short-term medical in addition, when my focus was small group and individual years ago. I made a lot of extra cross-selling opportunities just simply by adding a line on my voicemail to not forget to ask me about something, the product of the day. So with employees and references to Crosssell, if you have employees in your office or any references, making sure they know and letting them think about what they need to, what they might need to, they may know somebody that is in need of a small group dental plan or an individual dental plan, or maybe a short-term medical. Maybe they know somebody that was just recently made unemployed. And that all comes down to timing as well. And when it comes to timing, a lot of people want to go out, they want to find it now. And you can leverage your website with IHC. We have a lot of links available online that you can add to your website if you have one, or you can also email them to your consumers, just letting them know with e-blasts, or maybe it's a personal email just saying, hey, I just wanted to let you know, we have these products available. Maybe it is a critical illness. Let's talk about this, or do you know anybody? Or having that information on your website so that people can get drawn to your website, not just see what it is they're looking for, but also additional services that you as an agent offer in addition to small group and individual plans or life insurance plans. What is all available to you, and having those with a range of products and price points. Let's talk about small group, for example. If you're an individual agent right now, if maybe you focus on individual major medical, talking about small group, and individual for that matter, offering different ideas on how we move insurance around to get those price points, or maybe it is on a small group, talking about small group self-funded plans that IHC does have available today. It's what can get the best price point, and what satisfies that employer's pain point. What can alleviate that pain point with the right product and price mix, rather than just going out there and saying, okay, well, this is what you have now, and here's everything else that looks the same. Think about other plan designs that can get in place there. And then, of course, offering the product or service bundles. For example, IHC right now offers a very competitive individual major medical plan called EmpowerMed. We can, with the CA, Communicating for America, CA Premier, you can actually add that on to a major medical plan with a simple check-the-box solution. Simple check the box, and it's automatically enrolled with a guaranteed issue plan, which, in turn, makes it very simple for you. Again, when it comes down to simplicity, I think it's just talking to everybody and letting them know what they have, so that you're not focused on just one product, the small group or the individual major medical. It's adding on these other products, making sure people know that they're available in the marketplace, and again, making it easy for you to make that sell. So with that, some next steps that I always suggest in cross-selling is inventorying your current product portfolio. What products do you have available? Well, with IHC, which I'll show you a little bit on our website here in just a few minutes, making sure that you are aware of with the carriers that you work with, or in working with INA, what is it that they have available? Maybe you've only worked with the life side of INA, and what support can they give you on the medical side, or vice versa? Maybe you've always focused on the small group medical or the large group medical. Well, what support can they give you on the small group or on the small group medical? What support can they utilize? Can they provide you on the life side? And I think once you start looking into that, and the annuity side for that matter, I think once you start looking into that and start researching that, you're going to be surprised that INA and the carriers, including IHC, can help you to look like a real professional. And also utilizing online resources. Can you use links? Can you make these easy to sell? Can you make these easy for consumers to access? IHC plans can. Most of our products are available are available to apply online through a link. The consumer can do it, or you can help the consumer through an online resource, for example. Reviewing your current client list. What products do they have right now? Maybe it is I've been focusing on small group major medical. Can I go back there, and talk to them about maybe can add on the CA Premier on a list bill, or maybe it is going back and I never asked them about buy-sell agreements. What would complement the product that you have in place on a major medical? Is it dental insurance? Is it a short-term medical plan? Maybe they have layoffs coming up. What is going to complement the products that you currently utilize with that current client? And don't jump into it with okay, now all of a sudden you went from maybe having 4 or 5 products that you focus on to now all of a sudden you got 25 or 30. Pick one thing and just say, this week, I'm talking about CA Premier with my current employer groups or my individual medical customers, individual life customers. Let's talk about critical illness. Let's talk about CA Premier and become the expert on that, so that one at a time, so that it becomes part of your routine. Adding those products on it, just going through that's going to build up your constant professional development. And work with your current carrier reps. What other products do they have? Talk to INA and ask them, what else can we do that adds more service to our clients? What else can I utilize INA for? Whether it is life or annuities, or maybe it is, like I said, maybe individual major medical and critical illness, as opposed to simply just small group major medical. What products can they help you? Ask the carrier reps what sells, what works. And of course, it's always letting people know what you do. You got to get the word out. Emailing campaigns, blogging. If it's on LinkedIn, join a couple of professional, within LinkedIn is joining a couple of, maybe a couple of groups on there, insurance groups. There's a lot of them on LinkedIn. That gives a lot of professional information, a lot of opinion, allows you to throw your opinion out there that people do look at. Of course, keeping your website updated, as well as, how are people going to find that website? Getting into web search optimization. That's a little bit outside of my realm, but there are ways that how do we use the website to leverage to let people know what we do? And perhaps that is through blogging, or it is through email campaigns. Or, there's always the tried and true method of just calling your existing customers and letting them know, talking about a specific product and letting them know, and researching those opportunities. Excuse me. So with that, real quick, I did want to show a little bit of, just so you know where to find these things online. An excellent website to use is right here that we utilize is our Think IHC website. This is where you're going to find you're going to find access to the short-term, the dental, the fixed indemnity. You can certainly find the CA benefits. Now, within here, however, I do want to show you something here real quick. What you can see, oops, must have fat-fingered that. Did I try it again? Oh, let me go to this other website here. I apologize. We have a couple of different websites at IHC, and that's thinkihc.com as well as myihcgroup.com. With my, okay, what am I doing here? Here from myihcgroup.com, this is where you can click on the continue. You can learn, again, 24/7 online articulates for most of our products that are available to you. Once you're appointed with IHC, if you aren't already appointed with IHC, you can certainly jump. Once you're appointed, you can jump into the website with your own unique login and username and create your links so that people can actually apply online. You can have it active on your website. Very easy to access and learn a little bit more about, what type of plans do we have, how do we position them, how do we sell them, how do you quote them, how do you enroll them. But I wanted to share that with you real quick here. And with that, I believe that, to close up, why do you want to cross-sell? Well, obviously now, and I apologize, I made this presentation before, I made this presentation a couple of months ago, so obviously now there is a change going on in the health insurance world where we need to, you really want to focus on building up other revenue streams, but you really are going to be able to provide more service to your client in order to, again, make you the professional that you are. Clients might be unaware that products exist. A lot of people don't know about a critical illness or how it works or why they need it. Or maybe a new need has developed. Maybe they were recently terminated from their employer and they do need individual major medical. Somebody's going to be helping them with these products, and it should hopefully be you. Again, you're going to be able to build up new revenue streams and also get potential referrals. Who knows what that's going to lead to if you focus on group major medical, for example. Perhaps once an employee terminates, maybe they are going to a new employer, staying in contact with that terminated employee to talk to them about, okay, well, what are you going to do with your major medical now? Do you need a short-term plan? Where are you going to work at? Maybe that's a new referral for you. And there are more likely, client retention will most likely will stay with a one-stop shop when they have those multiple products layered on. They will stay with you rather than go to a different agent. And let them make you their professional consultant. And I guess the other reason is, last and foremost is, why not? What do you have to lose here? What's the worst that could possibly come out of this is the most important thing to consider there. So with that, I will conclude. If you want to, Mike, you want to jump on in there?
Well, Bob, I wanted to say, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, I just want to say thank you for your time here. I'll take this over. We do have a couple of questions, so let me just quickly move this thing over here.
Okay.
And one of the questions we certainly have here is this website going to be recorded for later viewing? Absolutely it is. It will be posted on the INA website. Seth, my guy here who does that, is awesome. We may even have that up by late today, but definitely will be up by tomorrow. A couple other questions we have is how do you get the rates for this, Bob? Is that done, through going through INA? Is it done through if you're actually, once you're appointed, does that link that you talked about, does it have the quotes there and the enrollment there? How does that all work?
It does. It does, actually, yes. Once you are appointed with IHC through INA, as an agent, you will have a unique writing agent number assigned to you, appointed for the products. From there, you can access the website, thinkihc.com, for example, and you can actually create links that will be unique to your agent number. And you can quote, actually, most of these products, with the exception that we offer, with the exception of critical illness, standalone critical illness, the CA Premier, individual dental, short-term medical, those can be quoted actually in the fixed indemnity. Those are actually intended to be quoted and enrolled right online. You'll have unique links, again, and we provide a lot of banners and website pieces that you can add onto a website, or you have that link available to you that you can email to a customer even and allow them to apply online. The CA Premier is really kind of cool that I like, just because it's a real easy list bill setup format, and it's usually a very affordable product for employees. Again, the CA Premier is only a two-tier rate, for example, and that can range anywhere for a $2,500 benefit from $2,495 for an individual on the low end. For a family, 2 or more, on the high end for a $10,000 benefit for the whole family could be as little as $99.95 on a $10,000 benefit. So very competitive, but bottom line is, yes, these links are available. It's just a matter of getting appointed, making sure you're appointed with IHC through INA, and seeing the website. What I always say about the website is, once you are logged on and once you're appointed, rather, and you're in the website, I always encourage, goof around with it, drive through it, you can't break it. And if it does break, we'll fix it. It's easy enough to do, but I don't think you can break the website. So
you talked about the CA Premier several times throughout this presentation, and of course here at the end, gave a little pricing, $24. It sounded like low end, high end, as much as $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of compensation would an agent see for that type of product?
The writing agent on the CA Premier would see 26%.
Well, that's a nice
throughout
number.
the life. What's that?
Okay. That's a nice number throughout the life of the product.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, if there are any other questions, feel free to send those questions to me. I will address them as I see them. I wanted to thank you once again for coming, and I did want to remind you of a couple of other little things that we do have. Certainly here, if you have questions and you want to talk to your rep, you can call in as a gift to you. We do have marketing tools. We have multiple marketing tools that you can use. We can give to you an HTML where you can just drop them into an email for an email blast. We have these mailers. You can customize them. These are tools designed to open up the door to some of these different types of products. This particular one talks about disability and, how many people don't have it and how many people probably are going to end up needing it at some time in their life. So give us a call. We'll get you this one. The other thing is we do 2 big events a year. One is our summit, which we just had in September. The next is our top producers event. This year we're doing a land-based, we usually do cruises, but this year we're doing land-based in Costa Rica. It's an all-inclusive resort, which means all your food, all your entertainment inside there, and all your drinks, everything's included. This is a week where we just get to sit back and relax with our top producers, have fun, get to know you. Very little work is done. I think there's a 3-hour meeting is the only thing that I know of on opening day, and that is really about it versus I think we also have a awards dinner to relax, to award those that did high expectations that we love. So that being said, I want you to know that what we're doing between now and the end of the year is we are doubling all the bonus points, which means that an agent can actually qualify for Costa Rica with as little as 38 medical lives between now and 1/1 effective dates approved by the 10th of January. So you still basically have 2 months to submit 38 medical lives, and I would see you in Costa Rica. So it's a very attainable number. All products that we sell here have some sort of value. All the numbers are doubled for every product. So now is a great time. So a lot of people don't know INA also has an annuity and a life side of the house. If you do an annuities or life, give us a call. Those products also go towards getting you to Costa Rica. So you could sell an annuity. You could also sell some group life, and those two combined could get you to Costa Rica. So we thank you today for your time. I'm going to leave this number and this contact information up for the next 5 minutes. And we just want to thank you again for showing up. Bob, thank you once again for being our guest today.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you having me.
You bet. Make it a great day.
Talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.